Good day, ma'am. I am Cindy Abjelina from BSHM 3A, and I am here to present to you my report about the labor laws in Chapter 13. So before we proceed, let us hear first the learning objectives. So enumerate the classifications of employees, their benefits and privileges, and policies affecting them, to identify some best practices in handling human resources in tourism establishments, and explain the right of workers employed in tourism establishments. So, the tourism industry, with its labor-intensive nature, is prone to many labor issues. Hence, labor laws play a vital role in the efficient operation of the various business enterprises related to tourism. So this chapter deals with important provisions governing labor laws as well as the benefits, privileges, and policies affecting the employees. So we have here the constitutional provisions on labor. In Section 3 rather, the state shall afford full protection to labor, local and overseas, organized and unorganized, and promote full employment and equality of employment opportunities for all. So it is said that it shall guarantee the rights of all workers to self-organization, collective bargaining and negotiations, and peaceful concerted activities, including the right to strike in accordance with law. They shall be entitled to security of tenure, humane conditions of work, and a living wage. They shall also participate in policy and decision-making processes affecting their rights and benefits as may be provided by the law. So, labor, whether local or overseas, organized or not organized, shall given a constitutional protection. So it is the right to strike, although they already a part of the right to self-organization, which is specifically mentioned. The right to a living wage is expressly stated, and a wage is a living wage if it is adequate to sustain a worker and his family in dignity. So, the state shall promote shared responsibility between workers and employers. Thus, the workers shall also participate in policy and decision-making processes affecting their rights and benefits as may be provided by the law. In this regard, the law may provide consultations with workers or their unions. So the union, which is the collective bargaining agent, may be represented in the governing body of an enterprise whose opinion voicing that of the union he represents may be taken into an account by the management. So on the next slide, we have here the classifications of employees. So employees of a company may be classified as follows. First is a regular employees, a casual employees, seasonal employees, a project employees, probationary employees, employees for a fixed term, overseas Filipino workers, and also the special workers, which is the apprentice learners and the handicapped workers. The next slide, we have here the labor management council. So, Labor Management Council is under the Article of 255 of the Labor Code. It reserves the right of an individual employee or group of employees, unionized or non-unionized, to present grievances to their employer at any time. So, with or without collective bargaining, with or without exclusive bargaining representatives, the Department of Labor and Employment promotes the formation of Labor Management Council or the LMC in organized and unorganized establishments. So an LMC, either as council or committee, can serve as a forum where management and employees may air their concerns. So, short of collective bargaining, it is largely a communication mechanism which includes prevention or resolution of disputes, harnessed to the fullest and given the sincerity, confidence, and maturity of both sides. So, LMC can effectively secure industrial peace provided it maintains its integrity. In fact, LMC can be so effective if it can make a labor union unnecessary. So, Labor Management Council require that employer representatives should be elected by the employees, not handpicked by the management. So, next slide, we have here the law against discrimination. So, law against discrimination is a stated in the Article 3 Declaration of Basic Policy, the state shall afford protection to labor, promote full employment, and ensure equal work opportunities regardless of sex, race, or creed, and regulates the relations between workers and employers. So the law against discrimination with respect to labor are as follows. First is we have here the Republic Act number 7277, which is known as the Magna Carta for Disabled Person. So the we also have here the Republic Act 6725, straightening the prohibitions on discrimination against women with respect to terms and conditions of employment. We also have here the Presidential Decree 966, which is published on July 20, 1976, declaring violations of the International Convention on the elimination of all forms of racial discrimination to be criminal offenses and providing penalties therefore. So any form of discrimination as mentioned above shall constitute criminal liability. So I guess that could be all, ma'am. Again, I am Cindy Abjelina from BSHM 3A. Thank you.